Hello once again everybody at Vintage Iron Range Dirt Track Racing. Today I am in Iron, Minnesota visiting with the Flying Finn, Roger Niemi. Roger, nice to see you again. How you doing?
Good.
Good. All right, Raj. Well, first of all, to clear things up, I want to know, are you related to Bruce Niemi?
No.
No.
My neighbor all my life, but I'm not related.
Okay. A lot of people often wondered if you and Bruce were
I
related.
know. They thought we were brothers.
How did you get interested in dirt track racing?
From Ron Cook.
How did he interest you in racing?
Because he had a car and he was my neighbor.
So you were a young kid?
I was very young, yeah.
And-
Grade school.
And he had so you were just interested in his race car then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So did you go as a young kid go to races then?
No.
At all? You didn't.
No.
So
My dad never went to races. I had no way of getting there.
so what made you decide to build a race car then?
Probably because of him. And I decided that I didn't want to drag race no more, so...
Also, just from just seeing his car,
Yeah,
you
it
made you want.
interested me, and I was interested in cars all the time anyway.
And you did some drag racing?
I did drag racing.
Okay. And then now you were in the service for a while,
Yeah. 2 years, yeah.
and that's when you decided it was time to convert from.
When I got out, I said, I'm taking my old 54 Ford and we're going to make a race car out of that. I told Detloff that, and we did it.
And that was your town car then that you drove.
That was my only car, yeah. That was my first car, and when I got a service, that's my only car.
And you sacrificed it to the racing gods then.
Yeah. And it went in my family from day one till the end.
So what year then did you start racing?
69,
And now you partnered with Smiley Bob Detloff,
yes.
which is probably Smiley's another great racing nickname. I like that too. So you guys shared driving duties
Yes.
in 1969.
69. I don't think we did in 70, but we might have. I can't remember.
Okay, but for a short time, you guys were both in the same car.
Yeah, he drove in Grand Rapids, I drove at Hibbing.
And now that was a '54 Ford.
Yeah. I think I only raced that 1 year, then we made that 56 Ford.
And then that's when you went on your own to race.
Yeah,
Okay.
we split.
What all classes did you race during your racing career?
6-cylinder super stock and 1 year in the modified.
Just those three classes.
Yeah.
Did you ever try a late model?
No.
Uh,
Like I said, I almost drove Broadham's one night, but I never got to.
Ernie Bottom's late model?
Yeah.
Who was the driver of that car?
Henningsen, Ray Henningsen.
Okay. What was your favorite class to drive of all the
Super
cars?
stock.
How many total years do you think you raced for?
Like I said, it was off and on 27 years from 69 to 96. But I had a couple years off in there and I don't remember where they were.
Uh-huh. So you put in more than your fair share of time behind the wheel. Now-
Nothing like, what's his name? 50 years.
Oh, Nesbitt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went even more than that.
60, he was 18 to 68 years old, he raced every weekend.
That's dedication. Now, did you build your own cars, or did you buy cars, or what? Because that was when you raced. The majority of your career was before professional chassis.
I built my own until we had that 72 Comet, and that's when Mickey Salo and his brother, cousin built that one.
What car was it? Now you were telling me earlier that you traded a couple of tires for.
That's
a
the
car.
54 Ford for
You're-
the motor in it.
For the motor.
We traded to Jimmy Kentner for 2 tires.
Two tires
that
for a motor.
It was a Sears remanufactured motor from
For
Monkey.
2
to
used
Sears.
tires.
Yes.
Engines aren't that cheap anymore.
No. No. You know, the most I ever had in any of them super stocks even was $1,400 in the motor.
So you built your own car right away, but then most of the other cars you had bought from other guys then that were previously race cars.
Yeah. And then we had Stevie Babbage come in there. He started building my motors. the super stock.
Okay. Did you race for any car owners then?
Mike Sable.
And he owned that Comet.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, you owned most of the cars yourself?
Yeah, except for that one year I raced for Skalski. The
Doug?
6-cylinder, yeah.
Oh, okay. Who were some of the guys that you remember racing against that were pretty good competition?
Tom Carpenter, Ted Carlson, Joe Broking. I don't remember a lot of other ones. They were the hot. Oh, Matt Storff, of course.
Billy. Yeah.
Billy, yeah, boy, yeah. We raced many years together.
And those were more toward the beginning of your racing career then?
Even
Beginning
through
to middle?
super stocks, I raced against the Matt Storff
Yeah, Bill.
in
Yeah,
the 6-cylinders. Yeah.
Okay. Now, why did you guys pick a Mercury Comet to race in the 6
Because
cylinder?
that's what he found in the junkyard.
Oh, so there wasn't no special trick to that car? No.
The totaled out car, and that had a 250, and he was a Ford nut, so he didn't want to go to a Chevy 250. We were the only ones that ever raced that.
Did you have any success with that car?
Yeah, I had some. Some.
You,
We were always in the top 5, probably in the points.
you did some crafty work on that engine though yourself.
Yeah.
You converted a one barrel intake into
To a 2-barrel. I welded a plate on the top of the intake, which is cast in the head on that engine.
Yeah, so there really isn't an intake. The intake and head are one piece.
Yeah.
And so you converted it to a 2-barrel
Yeah.
by yourself in your garage or wherever.
At work.
Now, well, nobody'd ever do anything race car oriented at work.
That was that pilot tag. Midnight shift.
What all tracks did you race at?
Grand Rapids, Hibbing, Bemidji, Proctor, Ashland, Thunder Bay. That's about. Oh, one year we went to Buffalo River too in Fargo.
So you traveled around quite a bit.
Little
And
bit.
for the
Some.
specials, because like
Just occasionally.
during the regular season though, you pretty much stuck with Hibbing and Rapids.
Yes, all the time Hibbing and Rapids. Thunder Bay was that special they used to have at Riverview. Yeah.
What accomplishments have you had during your career that you're most proud of?
Well, 2 years 6-cylinder champ.
Here,
And
in Hibbing?
in Hibbing. And then
what years?
70, 71, I think it was.
Okay.
And then, then we were off that year, so then we raced that Comet. But in the super stocks, we were third 3 years in a row.
How about any invitational wins?
Yeah, 1990 Labor Day. That's the only one.
You won Labor Day in 1990
Yeah.
super stocks.
1990.
Okay. What was your best memory at the racetrack?
Well, winning that was for sure.
No, you did a last corner pass, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
You passed Kenny Rabers coming out
Yeah.
of 4 for the checker flag.
Yeah. I followed him the whole race.
How did you manage getting him on the last corner?
I was on his bumper and then I just dropped down and got on the inside of him
And
raced him to the flag.
just barely beat him? then?
Barely beat him,
What was your worst night at the racetrack?
I don't know. When I rolled over my 6-cylinders, probably.
Those aren't very fun nights.
No, I ended up in the emergency room with my hand. The seat broke in the car, and them days all we had is that Volkswagen seat.
So you're rolling over with a seat that broke.
Then I landed up in the back.
So you were in the back seat by the time it got done with?
Yeah.
No, I remember
Flying around in there like a
like a pinball.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see where that would be a pretty bad
Lucky,
night at the track.
lucky.
Now, you were number 96 that I remember racing, but you started your career when you and
69,
Smiley drove.
yeah.
You were number 69.
Yes.
And do you know why you guys came up with that number?
He picked it. I don't know.
Okay. And then after the first year or so, you went on your own then, and that's when you became 96.
Yeah.
Why did you pick 96?
We turned that number stencil upside down.
So you use the same stencil
Yes.
that you painted on Smiley's car.
Bob become 69 and I was 96.
Flip stencil upside down
Yeah.
and put it on your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother made that stencil.
What type of driver did you consider yourself to be?
I was aggressive at first few years. After that, I was more cautious, but I still had a burning desire to win.
You wanted to win badly,
Oh,
yeah?
yeah. I did.
So
At the end, it was a matter of finishing in the top 5. I was happy.
so with age and experience came a little bit of calmness to where you didn't need to
And
win.
the cost of the car.
Keep everything in one piece.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this concludes part 1 of our interview with Roger Niemi. Please stay tuned to part 2.